It is time for me to feel terrible. Welcome to a stream. This is my break from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. I have played only Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 over the course of the last 3 days, technically. But I guess I need to do something else. That's about just of the vibe in Northern Liberal. The bankrupt Capria fan drifted all the way down here. You might be contacted by liberals in an instance, so deal with it as you see fit. Yeah, it turns out I wasn't able to meet him in the end. It seems like something else had come on. Ah, that sucks. Like how big of... Well... We're able to get important files off of it because that's always the big issue. No, no, that sucks ass. I have lost stuff over the course of years from just my hard drives just dying one day. Like I had screenshots from like my old like back during Burning Crusade of WoW that just are gone now because of that. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. Whoops. Fuck. There we go. Nowadays I try to make sure that like I don't know. I had like old albums from like a friend, even like video game songs that no longer are available. Oh, well, not that. Yeah, that's always sucks. And you have to go and try to find them, and if it's been years, then you've lost all the mega links, because like there was that one point in time where, you know, you used to have mega upload, and then that entire site went down, and then there's just like a whole bunch of shit lost to time. I hate that. But yeah. And that's even harder to rebuild, because there was one point in time that I saved a lot of images, and when my hard drive died, and this was like years ago, years and years and years ago, like I just lost a shit ton of things. And nothing makes me just like go, okay, I guess I'm not going to, you know, rebuild my collection at that point in time, because that's too much work. Oh man, you have a portable phone. Who are you really, Oliver? Oh boy, skip the foreplay. Yeah. Yeah, that's even worse still. Like, of just like all your own personal shit that only you use. But yeah, that's really fucking. I'm just glad that I have like so much shit nowadays that, you know, I have 3 hard drives. If one starts failing, you know, I can easily like back everything up now. Yeah. Oh, that kind of reminds me. So, like, none of us, me and my brothers, me and my brother and my dad, we hadn't, we've been, like, we gave it up on, like, getting that stimulus check. That was, you know, the 1,200. It's just been such a long time, and we've been trying to sit back and get it a situation to at least do that. And then fucking Friday, my brother one of my brothers comes in from checking the mail. Turns out our youngest brother, the one that we just who has no has no job, ended up getting his stimulus check. Meanwhile, my dad's on SSDI, my other brother's on SSDI, and I filed out a tax return and was able to get money back due to the grant. Is it the grant money or the loan money? One of the two from my either my Stafford loan or my Pell Grant is technically taxable. So like I did that. None of us have gotten our money yet. Which kind of sucks because I really want to upgrade my TV. I want to get at least a 4K TV sometime before like the PS5 comes out. It's the tax. You have to have your 2018 or 29 taxes, and you cannot be considered a dependent. If somebody has filed you as a dependent for at least that first check, which is the issue that all of us kind of had, you don't get the money. So, like, I have to fight the IRS on the fact that I should not be considered a dependent. My dad and my brother should not be considered dependents because they get their SSDI. But somebody put them as dependents. Spies not Orban as artifact which are nerfed from the Empire. Yeah, no. Well, actually, that's the thing. You can be considered dependent if you're old enough. It's like if a person can prove that they are paying for the majority of your living expenses and you're earning under $5,000 a year, you can be considered an adult dependent, which is my problem and my brother's problem and the problem that it just depends upon. I forget the actual rules for adult dependents, but they have their own set of rules. So you can actually be considered one depending upon who's like who can claim you. If you're able to claim yourself as an independent, and you just don't do your taxes because like you earn less than the 12,000, then you just file the taxes. You should have been able to do that a while back. Like you had until like the 20 minutes. Yeah, if they don't, then you should have been able to do that like a few months ago when you filed the taxes, because that was one of the things. I'm sure you can still do it, but don't quote me on that. I do know that if you do next year's taxes, like at the beginning of the year, and you didn't get the stimulus check this year, you can ask for one because you are owed that money. But yeah. Fine. Operative in the Empire. No, it is. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that everything gets sorted out from like my end. Or hell, even if it's like my other brother, my dad, like that would be good. In case, they do the second stimulus check, then I'll be happy. Oh no, that was mysterious. It's a Oliver says Cassius. Yeah, computers can last a while if you know how to take care of them right. Like, I think right now, the CPU and the motherboard on my computer are 4 years old at this point. I solved the issue that I had with stuttering gameplay because that turned out to be Windows 10 likes to consistently seek out new devices unless you turn that ability off. Oops. So it's like I can upgrade, and all of that do is make sure that I do make sure that certain things run a lot better than it do. But yeah, if it's like I think there's like I mean, on one hand, things just sometimes just fucking breaks suddenly. Yeah. Well, I kind of have to do mine because every now and then it runs hot, and especially when I'm streaming and I look over to the other monitor and see OBS. I have to make sure that OBS is not taking up more than like the 20-30% of the CPU. Because the moment it does that is the moment I have real bad streaming issues. That's a sign that I need to clean it out. And it doesn't help that I do have cats, so hair becomes the actual main issue. And we're gonna go through Crown Gates past the rest. Let's shop and go do the thing. Oh man, I have like a ton of like busted out power supplies like sitting up in my closet. And a lot of them were just really, really cheap ones. Oh, I need to go give that person back their ring, which I believe is this house. I can't believe I've remembered this to do this. Stolen ring complete. But like, when I originally started building my own computers, like I would actually end up getting cheaper power supplies, and that just ended up hurting me in the long run. Like my current power supply is pretty new-ish. But like, how do I say this? It's pretty newish, but like, it hasn't fucked with me yet. Plus, it has one of those, instead of like all the cords are packed in, like with the power supply, they're actually removable. Which is actually nice. Because it just means that I can just only use the cords that I need. Let's see, do I have anything that I... Okay. Weapons are fine. But assuming that like ever a second stimulus happens, I really am going to try to focus on upgrading my computer. Because my brother, my younger brother, when he found out, he's like, he got so happy, and the very first thing is like, both me and my other brother were like, "You're planning on buying that 3080, right?" And he goes, "Well, that or 3070," because that got announced like a few days ago. I'm like, yeah. Granted, that would have been one thing that I would have ended up doing as well. Oh. Well, actually, hold on. Quartz. Anything I can use? Huh. No, what is the button I need to press? Oh yes, this button. Put EP up. Give Estelle the most EP. Let's see. What else do we have? Defense. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of defense though. What can Joshua do? Let's get action 1. Yeah, I need to open more slots with him. Yeah, bike can open up a lot of job opportunities. Granted, I don't live in a place where like having a bike would be all too well. I mean, the only thing would be it's like the closest place. Like I live in a very small town. On a very small town, but like I live in the town. The only thing that's around is like there's a laundromat. There's some local restaurant that I've never been to because I only moved like a year ago. You know, post office and City Hall and the bank are nearby. But the biggest thing is the Dollar General, but like that's only like a block away from me. So it's like there's not much of a point of having a bike. If I could bike to like Walmart or bike to like other stores, sure. But even where I used to live, like having a bike just meant okay, you have a bike. Everything is still like 5 miles away. At very least 5 miles away, I should say. Wait a second. Anything over here? Yeah, treasure chest. Fucking monsters. Oh, it's these guys. Damn. Holy fuck. Okay, that was really rough. Hold on. Do I have any... Wait. I never went to get anything healing-wise. I should have done that. Fuck. Yeah, I blew up too super hard. Hold on. Instead of going all the way back, I did save outside the orbital factory, so... Aha! I cheated the system. Let's see. I guess the best place is to go into here. Let's see if they can give me some... What about you? What do you have? You have shoes. Whoops. Bye? Huh. Ooh. I'll get this one, though. No! Give me... Damn it. Eh, fine, 14. Do you have healing item? Oh yeah, I forgot to buy the newspaper. I will also buy book. Are you a person? No. Ooh. Let me get some of these. All I want is a revival potion. There we go. We'll buy 10. And then... more tier bombs as well. There we go. There we go! Now I can do this properly. Granted, I'm probably not going to open up that treasure chest again because holy fuck. Whoops. Because if all 4 of them use the arts, then it's just going to wipe my party anyways. I needed to do that when I had 2 other party members. Which means I should have done that during the escort quest that I had done the beginning of last stream, the end of last stream. Whoops. Eh, fuck it. I'm running away from you egg fuckers. Oh, it's already evening. We'll be in the 2nd chapter area, but it's almost sundown. Let's stay for the night. I want to pass and get the rest at the run. Nighttime's dangerous. We could fall off the cliff. You're pretty much an idiot, Stell. No, we're bracers. We're going to go to the other region. You gonna travel the whole kingdom and foot? Maybe I was doing being young, but kids are fired up these days. Recently, I'm told the number of monsters in the area is quite peculiar. You got a rest stop. You better rest up. Check to talk to Chief One and ready to hit the sack. Use the guard station straight ahead. Are you the no? Is it you? No. Can we talk? Yeah, it's you. Can you stay the night? Okay, your bracers. Sure. Use the next room. What about you? What do you have to say? Yeah, munch your food. Let's start the fireplace up. Beep beep. Haha, yeah. Dev isn't here, so haha, Dev fat. Hello! Welcome to the wonderful stream of me taking a break from Tony Hawk. Which I have played every day for hours on end since its release. Even past the stream I did on Thursday night. Not tedious, it's like I finished all the goals. I found all the little Vicarious Vision logos. And then I decided to start plucking away at the challenges. And some of those challenges are really easy, like some of the Pro Skater challenges are like the most piss-ass easy things in the world. Other ones are not that bad, but like are the types of things of there's a speedrun mode where you can go back into a stage and your goal is to do all the goals as fast as you can. There's a par time, and then there's a hard time. For example, the par time for Warehouse is about 2 minutes. And no, well, some of those challenges are like that because it's like, one of Tony Hawk's like challenges is do 5 tricks, including 1 revert, but without doing any grinds or doing any flatlands, or which is manuals. So instead of just sitting back, grinding and mashing the button a few times and then just going that, what you have to do is you have to pretty much do a boneless, do 3 tricks while you're in the air. When you're landing, you do 1 revert. And that's the challenge. That shit's easy. But the other one might be do this gap with without doing, let's say, a grind or a manual, but also get like 30,000 points. Some of those are easy, some of those are a little bit more tedious. And hey, Snitzel. The rougher ones have been, every stage has what's known as a get there and a hard get there, which is do these gaps in one combo. This ranges from do the over the pipe gap and do the holy ship gap, which is in Warehouse, which is just go over the half pipe that's in the middle of the stage, then grind that entire half pipe that's along the back wall all the way. And that's easy. And then you get the insidious ones, which is Downhill Jam, which is do the downhill half pipe gap, the 50-foot gap, and the other downhill half pipe gap, which requires you grinding the left side of the downhill gap, the right side of the downhill gap, or sorry, the right side of that one half pipe that's in the middle of the stage, the left side of that same half pipe, and doing the 50-foot one, which there's a little thing that launches you up. The problem with doing that is that you have to grind one side of the half pipe, go all the way down to the end of the stage, it loops you back up, you have to continue comboing all the way back down to the middle of the stage to get the other grind. So you legitimately pretty much have to combo the entire stage, or make sure you're comboing all the way down and all the way, pretty much the entire way. And that shit took me like an hour and a half. It was that much of a pain. I think you get something easy, like then like 2 stages later you get like, oh yeah, do all these gaps in a row and they're almost right next to each other, where you can just hit it within like 2 minutes. Oh, another guest. Oh, it's another bracer. Oh, it's that guy. It's the gate guy. I don't know. I don't know yet. I mean, he looks like he's like a red-headed, hot-headed cloud, so has a big sword. He might be a party member. He might be an important person because he has an image. We're just the two of us. Thinking make our way around the kingdom, come see in your braces. Got to see places and train. Bunch of carefree brats. No way you two gonna simply become senior bracers. Use your brain and think about it. We helped the rest of the Sky Bandits. We got some recommendations. But the only one says, do you think you could solve the incident? Just you two alone without Charizard's help. Oh no. That's a pretty hot take. I wish the Final Fantasy remake was 7 remake was good. Because the original Final Fantasy 7 was pretty good. You lack strength and abilities. Try to hone my skills unlike you amateurs. Don't compare my action to your tourist training. Shut the hell up and let me sleep. Man, he went to sleep fast. We're just novices at this. He could say that to us because he was worried about us. We should turn in for we need to go to bed. Get the fuck to sleep. Don't doodle on his face. Do not draw a penis on his cheek next to his mouth. Rules are rules. We got a job to follow. Did you hear something? There's some rustling of the leaves. Oh no! Monsters! A pack of wolves? Might as well go see it. We gotta engage within combat and video of the video games. Wolves! It says the army shop is protected to a point, not yours. They should be able to take care of them. Get back inside. Something is happening on the other side of the checkpoint. Oh man, he just helm splitted that wolf. Get back inside. No, we're gonna help you. We have to do a fucking fight. Let's see what he has. Area. Oh, no. Wild rate. Okay. I don't know why I wasted it on a, like, minor wolf, but... eh, fuck it. This one. Let's see. Yeah, I need to actually do this one. Wait. Yeah, I want to make it so that I'll get the even attack up or strength up, even though I cannot use the ability. Yeah. Fun. No, he's going to have to do that. No. Damn it. Okay, that's just gonna kill him no matter what. Whoop. I'm gonna try to engage with the mechanics of the video game. Even though it's just easier for me to unga sometimes. Only 30? We took care of them all. They were pretty tough. You did well for kids. Everything's fine. Yeah, we took care of every live one of them. Oh, this game has like a weird curve for its experience. Like, you can't get really too far ahead because they'll just nerf the experience pretty hard. The next morning... Wakey wakey. It's time to go to the guild? What are you talking about? This is the checkpoint. Huh? Where'd the redhead go? He took off early. Not a big deal, but get ourselves ready. We gotta make it through the pass by noon. I gotta get dressed. Whoop! Hey. Yeah, I heard it brings on many changes. Wait. Oh, I gotta talk with you. It was strange. Like so long roads had been reported even though it's monsters present tank, they wouldn't be more than 2 or 3. That was a big, large pack. This is nothing compared to the army, Imperial Army. It's good training. Gotta fill out the paperwork. There, now you can go to the next region. Blue oceans and white magnolias. God, I cannot talk. Report to the guild. There'll be payment there. You're gonna have Divius spoils though. I don't want to fight those jello things anymore. Wait. Wait, what do you mean I can't turn the camera? The situation seems familiar somehow. Whoops. There was a monster there. Oh, I need some wind stuff. Wait. Oh. I fucked that up badly. Let's dual strike. Oh, fuck off. Motherfucker paralyzed me. See, just gave me 2. That means each one of those fucking monsters only had like 1 experience. That means I'm too tough for them. I really need to ignore them. Because even though they give me the whole like little quartz stuff, it doesn't seem to be as important. Wow, it's a forest. Oh wow, it's the ocean. Good thing that we can't. It didn't do the thing where it kind of sees the blackness because, you know, we hit the edge of the world. Yeah, that was the first part of the game. No ship this time. I feel like we accomplished something. Oh. Oh, that's what I hit. I was like, what did I hit to do that? Oh. Preemptive attack against a shark. And it gave me 4 experience. Damn it, it survived on a max... Ah! Not maximum. Magic pixel. Oh, no, I want to do... Monsters appeared. Wait. Hold on. Strength up and sever should do a shit ton of damage. 420. That was just... That was piss easy. Joshua learned taunt. Lily necklace. The chips is empty as your thieving heart. Let's see. Use tear bomb. Then I should be able to get, let's see. What does the Lily necklace? Oh, prevents confusion. That's fine. Also, why do I have, like, a bunch of lighters? Okay. No, I'm not going to engage with you, Shark. You don't give me enough experience, so I shouldn't even care about you. East Rune. Huh. Let's go to the lighthouse. Whoops, I almost ran into a shark. There's an old man here. On the other hand, can't really leave things here as well. Who do we have here? What brings you to the lighthouse? We're just looking around. I'm the lighthouse keeper. Something wrong? Damn, you happen to be a bracer. You should rush his sister. You should help old people like me. What are you talking about? Because you didn't ask. You didn't ask that I needed help. Young bracers all fight, no care. Where's the love? Where's the compassion? No, I do not have those things. I refuse to show my face here. Also, they're not siblings, they're, basically, Estelle's dad found Joshua, and they've kind of been raised as siblings, but, like, they know that, like, Joshua, you know... There's an entire thing where Dev kind of... No, I'm not. I just don't like showing off my face. Which makes me a perfect candidate to be a VTuber if I wanted to do that shit. But I'm not. And 7 years old, how long was that? Or Dev mask. Yeah, cutting grass early. I forgot to short the door. Wouldn't know it by the time I get back. There's monsters everywhere. So go exterminate the monsters. Dev mask. It'll just be that shitty fucking emote. The one that's just like Dev troll face thing. And it'll just be a mask of that. Let's go fight monsters. Wait, do this. And then fire on you. Oh, wow. And I'll just heal. Well, no, for me to pretend to be Dave, I have to sit back and, like, be bad at the video game and then blame the video game for my own badness, which... I don't know if I can keep that up. Eventually, I either have to, I either start getting good at the video game or I start talking about my own shortcomings. Oh, I should save. I'm gonna sneak up behind you. Ooh. No. We'll just do dual strike. Big damage. Let's see. Maybe I can do a lot. No, that didn't do a lot. Dual strike on you. Oh, that one little bit. I hate when that happens. None on this floor. Oh no, there's 2 on this one. And Seraph up. Oh. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, in battles it doesn't matter because I can just hold it down and still take my time. It's not like it's Final Fantasy with like the ATB stuff. Whoops. Just getting around like out in the overworld. That's the real true test. And that's mostly me just like hitting the button, letting it go every now and then. Ooh. Wait. Full strike. Get rid of at least one of these motherfuckers. No. Oh. That's because the people in the comments for romancing novel manga, they're just weird degenerates that like NTR. Whoops. I actually have to move if I have to do this with Joshua. Wait. Why did it get 2 turns? Oh no. Damn it. Hold on. Craft. Let me do this and like here. Stop getting 2 turns, you jackass. Okay. Revive Joshua. And then it killed Joshua again. Oh no, this is going to be really fun. Okay, cool. That works out better. And then we can use Latir to heal. And then everything's back to being better.
Alright, we're good to go.
Why would it? Yeah, NTR is cuckoldry. There are weird people who are into like watching like certain protagonists like getting cucked by like the fat old bastard or fat dirty bastard, and have them fuck the anime chick while they watch on in despair. That's an entire fucking genre of people. And it really helps when, you know, you have like maybe a series of video games in which in both games a girl likes the protagonist, but then the protagonist chooses, of course, the other person, another person. And so there becomes a lot of cuckoldry porn about them. Maybe a game series where that recently got a re-release port on the Nintendo Switch like a couple of months ago. Or the sequel to that came out like the year that the Switch launched. Oh, I'm talking about Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm talking about how Xenoblade Chronicles has like one of the biggest like moments of, and it's not the guy who gets cucked, it's the girl who gets cucked. of girl likes guy, but guy really cares more about the other girl than her, and so she just pretty much gets to side. Nia is one of them. Yes. The other one is Melia from the first game. Because, you know, spoilers happen. Anything else? No, fucking, is there anything else we do get the proper etiquette? Rexus, I lost it at that moment. That fucking moment of just the biggest, dumbest, like, shonen-esque protagonist type of thing. And it's like, the fact that someone recently put out like a couple of page drawings of like of the work of, I forget what it was, but it made people so upset of just like Rex being pushed down to the ground by what's his face, hold still as like Pyra gets railed by other people, and Nia is just like being like this cocky like fucking bitch, and everybody got upset about that. It makes me laugh because holy fucking shit. He's a dapper fellow. Let me have somebody far different from your girls. The real burden is some people would be hair color. Sort of red about the same effect. Talk about your dad. Yeah, well, if I mean, the end of, like, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 might as well be might be just like, man, Rex, how do you get two waifus? And neither one of them is Nia. Oh, we're talking about, like, Rex and Nia from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and like how like Nia got cucked the hardest that anybody who has ever been cucked before. In such a fucking way that it's hilarious when you get to the very end of the game and it seems like, okay, Nia, you have your chance. Oh no. She does. I love you, Nia. I love all my friends. That moment made me laugh the hardest I've ever had, because it's just like, it's the biggest, and I say it like this, you know, the shonen protagonist, the dipshit who has like no clue about like women's advances, which, you know, and just acts completely dumbfounded when it's obvious the girl likes him. Like, that moment is just so fucking... But then at the end of the game, he gets two wives, so... Civilization at last. It's all pretty white flowers. Minoria, seaside village. White flowers, a type of hibiscus. Makes me kind of hungry. Yeah. Gotta check the inn and the tavern. Man, I don't even remember this town existing. I just remember getting to, like, the main city in this. Oh, hey. Talk. Welcome. Care for some food? Rest. Revenge fucking? What's this? 8 Die Hard Palea. Learn Die Hard Palea. Oh, I gotta talk with you. Hey, look, it's Rex. He started in with both Pyra and Mithra, his 2 wives. Became proposed by Crone's Pass. You're joking. Never thought me first brave handle the page. Into hiking, I assume. You know what the bracer's code is? You make a girl cry, it's not gonna fly. If you make a girl smile, you pass the trial. At least Shulk was, you know... Shulk wasn't dim-witted. Or as much of a dimwit. Fine, I'll buy it, whatever. Special box lunches. Let's go over to the viewing platform. I wasn't really even paying attention to what I'm doing. Nope, that's a room. That's a room too. I guess this is a room with a view. Yeah, that's true. Oh, wait, that was... I guess that's not where I'm supposed to be going. It was a hollow shell of a man. Oh look, a girl in a uniform. And then we back up into her. Watch where you're going or you're going to bounce tits. It's alright. I guess we're even. Hello, what's wrong, Joshua? It's almost like you know her. Oh, you look for a little boy wearing a cap. Have you seen anyone, Joshua, like that? No, I don't know. I'm gonna make her walk faster. I'll have her leave the scene. Joshua, is that your type of girl? Don't be shy about it. She set your heart aflutter. Met her before. As pickup lines go, I give it 30 points out of 100. The same outfit Josette used. Oh yeah, the academy's here. Totally different than that fucking tomboy. Alright, you teased me and didn't get checked for... Oh, you like Joshua, do you like girls in school uniforms? Joshua is super a person, I'm assuming. We have 3 games to go through to find out whether or not he's a person. And not like a Sasuke or something. Where's the viewing platform? Is it over here? Oh, yep. This is where the cutscene happens, so obviously it's the viewing platform. Which is just a bunch of benches. Next to a windmill. Itadakimasu. Chomp, munch, chew, gulp. Compliments to the chef, even though the chef isn't around to sit back and receive the compliment. Sasuke's on real people. Man, I've only learned Naruto through the hands of the Ninja Storm series. Man, Sasuke should not... They just forgive Sasuke super easily. But as for Squall, I only got like halfway through Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII is also one of those ones that I really want to go through. Oh yeah, fucking... So, I kind of mentioned this when I was streaming Ninja Storm 4, which was months ago. Well, only a couple months ago at this point. But like, you have your ultimate big bad, the rabbit lady from the moon. And it's like, who's going to fight him? Okay, Naruto's going to fight him because reincarnation of that one person. Sasuke's going to fight her because of the reincarnation of the other person. And Sakura's just there, I guess. Kaguya, yeah. The secret ultimate bad guy because fuck it. Goddamn, Madara just became super too powerful. Do you like Naruto? I don't. I only went to the Ninja Storm games because originally my idea was I'm going to play a Cyber Connect 2 game to get prepared for the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And then I decided to go through the rest of it just to kind of learn what a Naruto is. And then I learned what a Naruto is. Would you feed me? Feed me like your baby Joshua. Joshua fed Estelle a bite of the paella. Don't be selfish. Estelle pushed her sandwich into Joshua's mouth, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. That's pretty tasty, but you didn't have to shove the entire thing into my mouth. What memory eraser? Why do you need memory eraser after this stream? We haven't talked about anything terrible. Just NTR. Okay, maybe. Hey look, a bird. It's a seagull, but like huge. Like a falcon. White falcon. Oh, not anymore, I guess. We're not sleepy anymore. We gotta go check in with the guild. Hey look, it's a boy! That's the second time somebody bounced into your tits today. Say, you're not from around here. We're from out of town. Aren't you the... We look for a girl. Girl said to look for a boy. Are you the boy? Are you her boy? Her little boy toy? Wait, that kid's probably like 10. Okay, I need to back out of this joke. I wonder what those kids are up to. It's only been like a few days. Have you lost anything? Lost what? Anything you were wearing? Like money pouch? Pouch, hair, headbands, check bracelet, emblem. The little fucking kid stole my emblem. Did you lose it? The kid. kid stole it. He took it to pawn it off. Estelle, you're not supposed to hit kids, Estelle. You're not supposed to hit kids. Did you see the little? Have you seen a little boy? I think it's one of the orphan. Oh, he's an orphan. Let's go to an orphanage. Matron Theresa. Huh. Theresa. Let's go check out the orphanage. Actually, let me buy some stuff at the general store first. Use one of these. Let's get about 14 of these. And we gotta go, I guess we gotta go murder a child. Every single one of these games ends up me murdering some kind of kid. Becoming a little bit old hat. It's only bad if, like, you're worried about ratings. I mean, that's why that Postal movie was, like, rated, you know, as bad as it was. Yeah, child murder. Child got shot. That's why Heavy Rain has that thing of, like, technically Ethan gets hit by the car, but Sean dies. No, wait, not Sean. Wait, Jason. Sometimes I forget which one. Because there's the Jace, press X to Jason, but then the rest of the game just becomes Ethan going, Sean! Sean! Fucking little shit kids. You ran away when your dad was having an episode. Time to go to the orphanage. It's like, your dad's about to pass out, you know, black out, and what did you do? You ran to, like, you know, the guy who you thought was a cop, and then, like, and then you, then you were in the storm drain. There he is! Well, you gonna be worried about you. No, she won't now after I showed her the awesome thing I got. Now don't freak out. I borrowed it from some crazy lady. Who are you calling crazy? What are you doing here? I'm a bracer. Please don't ignore the fact that it, you know, I didn't know you stole it. Get back here, you little fucking kid. Did Clem do something bad again? Damn it, let go. I'll sue you for child abuse. Give me back my emblem. You got no proof? Well, you're right. There's nothing quick search would do. You're going to cavity search a child. Oh no! Oh no! You're tickling a child. That's... You're going to give him a weird fetish. See, what the hell was that? Why did the fucking bird attack? Are you a falconer? Get away from the boy. Huh? Hey, you're that girl. Help me, Miss Chloe. I didn't do anything, and she being mean to me. You stole my emblem. And no tickling. Hello. It seems like Estelle is molesting this little boy. I'm assuming there's a reason for all this. There's serious Clem was being bad again. Yeah. You freaking bad child abuser. There are 5 conversations going on. Oh no! She looks like she has sick anime mother syndrome. She looks like every single generic mom. The pervert lady just said I did. How is this game too wholesome? I'm only just slightly exaggerating what's being said here. Who are you calling a pervert? Of course not. Do you swear to God? Do you think that God is not going to kill you right this second? Oh, you dropped some kind of badge in the nursery. This wasn't yours, was it? My pants pocket. Told fucking stealing brat. I'll give it back so I jumped in. I'm out of here. It's okay for kids to run away because eventually they'll come back. 100% of the time. There is no worries about them, you know, getting lost or kidnapped. This is a world of... This is a world without vans. It's fine. It really means for trying to be a little trickster as a guardian. I must apologize. Plus, I got some tea and apple pie. Fucking the best of British and American cuisine. Neat. That White Hawk sure surprised. I wasn't acting like a saint either. Yeah, you're kind of manhandling that child. That's Liberal's national bird, a Gruer falcon. Is he your pet? He's a close friend. Aren't you a student of Road of the Kind, but you live here? No, I stayed at Goldstorm. I like to visit. Concerned, I'm on lunch down. You live on campus, huh? I want to kind of know what that's like. Imagine we got weekly all this church lessons, but there's an entrance exam. It's pretty hard. You need you need to ace your SATs. Oh, Jesus. I never played Wild Arms, though that's probably one of those things I need to eventually get around to doing. Since I heard many people, like, praise that game. I think, didn't Dave and Dev do it one time? Because it was like, oh, this is the game that Nicole really liked and, like, totally fucking, like, stole some stuff from when she was trying to make her own RPG. Sure, all the children here think of them as my mother. Huh. Were you waiting for me? Scree! You remember them right. Happy Scree. I can understand what you're saying. It's almost like that Falcon thing in that other game. Grandai off 2? Or telepathy. It's either Wild Arms or something else that I remember people like really enjoying. It's one of those all the PlayStation 1 RPGs. Oh, they probably did. That sounds like them. I mean, motherfuckers like had to cheat to even get like Doomsday Zone in like Sonic 3. Even after I told them like, there's no point in doing Sonic and Knuckles by itself. Just do Sonic 3 and Knuckles because it makes it all one little long game. And it's not that hard to get all 7 Chaos Emeralds. Let's go to Ron. Oh man. Miss Chloe. Are you going to say you're sorry? I'm sorry about lying. You should be apologizing to her. Why don't you go and apologize? Miss Bracer lady, I'm sorry. There is justice in this one. If a little kid like me can grab something off of you, what's your excuse? You should be better than that. Man. If it wasn't for the fact that I watched somebody else play it, I kind of want to just, like, play through Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls, because that entire thing is legitimately, yeah, I fucking kicked that child's ass. The game. And it also ends on child murder if you do something correct. Or wrong. Alright. It's time to go. Oop, beach. There might be a treasure chest here. Ooh, little alcove. Yeah. Alzheimer. What? Alzheimer's much? Really? Ah, somebody. Oh no, he's been attacked by land sharks. Oh no, it's Jimmy. Oh man, this fight's really easy. These land sharks like move like two feet. Oh yeah, I know Danganronpa's like really crazy. I've gone through like I've gone through 3 of the games, the main 3 games. So like I know all about that. That series is pretty much a me and my brother like type of thing where it's like I've played that with him. So I get to sit back and, you know, do all the daily life stuff and pick my own waifu choices, and then hope to God that like that person doesn't die. And for at least 2 games, I kind of picked the right choices, and then V3. I wasn't the same after Chapter 4. Oh! You forgot to say the magic word. I see anything else on this beach? Well, what? Oh, I can go out in the water. Monsters appeared. I mean, almost the same because, like, for me, because, like, I actually played 999 like relatively close to release the first time I ever found out about it. But I only made it like a little bit of the ways into that game. Whoops. Aqua Bleed. Yeah. Oh shit, I should have hit that one. Yeah, it's fine. But I never got to the point where, like, the non-airy games got really, really insane. That didn't happen until, like, when I finally decided to play them recently. Because as you've seen, hopefully, in my streams of those games, holy shit, the fucking thing just becomes so crazy. Oh no. Estelle. I swear to Christ, Estelle. Stop going crazy. Okay, fucking thank God. Wait.
We're good to go.
That had a very... How do I put this? I lucked out super hard in that moment. Battlesuit. That almost reminds me of like the first time I ever beat what was it? Final Fantasy IX. Which is me lucking out the hardest I ever lucked out, in which all that was left alive was Amarant and what does this say? You can take my contents, but you'll never take my freedom. I never fucking saw the other one. Fuck. Hold on. Let me move around you. The voices in my lid said you would return. But, like, I only had Amarant alive. Ooh. And he ended up being Berserk. Let's see. Oh, you need water. Water. We'll hit one of the sharks. But, like... The boss kept just using the attack that brings you down to 1 health, but never kills. And Amarant just kept on, like, hitting the other, just kept on hitting the boss with his regular attacks, and eventually I ran. Sorry, I ran. I won, and it's just like the game just allowed me to win. I don't know why. It saw fit. Whoops. Oh, that did no damage. Whoops. Yeah, a whole bunch of quartz. Exterminate, man. Man, I'm doing a bunch of these side quests, and like I haven't even received anything about those side quests. Cheer balm. I feel so empty inside. Maybe I can fill you up. Wait. Oh yeah, I want to go to Round. And here we are. We're pretty much at the place where I stopped when I originally was doing this, which coincidentally enough was also the place that Dev stopped. So as soon as I get to the hotel, it's all new to me. Connects the north-south district of the city. It's kind of like Greece or Italy. The drawbridge. Race the gale pass down the main road just in front of the bridge. Yeah, I'll surpass him in this stream. Like, I am legitimately like 10 to 20 minutes away from like passing him. Oh hey, where's the receptionist? Oh no. Oh no. John is currently second guess. Please tell me you're a party member. I mean, you have a portrait. Yeah, I work here at the run parts. You knew talent don't work. John, junior bracers. Some big to do with Sherazard and Bose. You're expecting us? Yeah, Jean can't change assignment until he's available. Why not go sightseeing? I didn't have Dev play it. I think it was Dynastar paid for that shit. I had heard about it beforehand. I never had him pay for it because I've never given Dev more than like roughly $5 for like a month subscription. Yeah, Dynasty Star. He's the one who paid for it, and then I guess things just didn't work out. I know Dev has said, like, because he saw me play it, that he wants to replay it again. But then again, if I ever had to, like, wait for Dev to do something, I will never have, like, hey, here's the drawbridge. Like, things would never get done. Like, I remember when I decided, like, okay, I'm gonna go through all the Kingdom Hearts games before, like, 3 comes out. And Dev was like, no, wait, like, play it along with us. And I'm like, no. And then, look at where he's at. He's only played 1 and the card game. Meanwhile, I've played all of them. My favorite dev is when you tell him to do something, and he goes, "No, no, that's stupid." And then it's like, "Dev, do this. It will help." And then no, and then he does it, and then he for like one moment he acts like an asshole, and then you go, "No, Dev, look." And then he realizes how wrong he is, which is what happened when he was starting to grind Pokemon in goddamn like Sword and Shield, and I told him, go do a raid battle. It gives you a lot of experience. He does one. He goes, "You didn't give me anything." And I'm like, "Dev, the candies." He uses a candy, and like his Pokemon were going up levels. That's my favorite dev. It wasn't possible until the Orbital Revolution 50 years ago. Droppers are right 3 times a day. Next time should be sometime this evening. We should see that. We should see when the drawbridge raises up. Let's see. Ooh, a bar. I had to walk here from Zest. Tell me, young gentle massage on feet, but hey, it could have been much worse. Dev is fat. Oh yeah, no, like, I'm one of those people who doesn't like Sword and Shield. I have so many fucking problems with Sword and goddamn Shield. In which I can go off for like an hour. The only thing I don't have a problem with that game is legitimately the like the new Pokemon. Like I kind of almost like most of the new Pokemon. I kind of like the ones that they add that you're allowed to catch. But my main problem is, I guess the best way of putting it is, the fact that they didn't have every single Pokemon sucks. The fact that even after both DLCs come out, not every Pokemon will be there sucks. Because that game is probably the easiest game to get a living dex. Currently, by the time I finished, like, before like the DLC came out and I had done it, I had a living dex of the 400 that was just in the game. I've added more since then. I don't have what's the current living dex for the game because I don't have the DLCs. But it's so easy to sit back, be able to level your Pokemon, breed the Pokemon, do everything. And I kind of understand that. Like, to me, it was never, like, going into that game, to me, it was like, I don't care because I always capture new Pokemon. My main problem of, like, going into a new Pokemon is, like, I want to have enough new Pokemon that I can make a party. That's why, like, I still think the worst generation is 6, because it has the least amount of new Pokemon. Like, 4 is kind of a close one as well. And I love Gen 5 because they give you 150 new ones. But when I kind of broke it down and I got the game and I went through the game in less than 20 hours, I think it was. Maybe even sooner than that. I think it was half, like the first day I was done with half the game. The next day I was done with the main stuff. And when I broke it down, it's like, I would rather this needed to be the game with every single Pokemon in it, because it is the game that, like, gives you the experience candies. And the fact that you have those experience candies, the large, medium ones, and whatnot, and you can just, like, level Pokemon just like that. It kind of became like, it sucks that, like, not every Pokemon game can, you know, not every Pokemon is in that game. It's actually a detriment. And that's one part of why I dislike it. See, I don't mind that as much. Because the only problem with that stuff is that you have to actually... And I'm gonna be real for this. I don't mind the permanent experience share between them, as long as you're balancing it around that. But even Sword doesn't truly balance it around that because of the experience candies, and like it's really easy to just like overlevel your Pokemon and just like have the easiest time. Can't you tell? Never mind, you're not allowed in here. Go away already. I can't open this door. And I have other problems with the game, but... God. Like, why do they give you an experience rope that's a key item when there is absolutely no use for that in experience rope... Or sorry, not experience rope. Escape rope anywhere in the game. Yeah, I would like a hard mode too. I would like if they can somehow, like, you know, add in a Nuzlocke mode. Like, there's different types of Nuzlockes, and you know, there's different like issues that you can do. But like, if you can sit back and add in a Nuzlocke type mode. Because even like with the rise of randomizers, like the Bloodstained devs went, yeah, let's just put in a randomizer ourselves, because that's a new popular thing that people like, and we'll have the ability to customize it, and that will work out fine. You know, it's kind of like, you know, if Nintendo ever redid, let's say, A Link to the Past, I would love for them to also have a like built-in randomizer, because I feel like those things, like a randomizer, really changes up how you play those games, and they can be fun. So in a way, I would love if Nintendo would put in a Nuzlocke mode for Pokemon. Are you trying to pick up girls near warehouses? Okay, I haven't been really paying attention to this. So check it out. I like tough women. I'll take all the abuse you can dish. Wow! We found the bottom. Give me out more of my... You know, if you ladies are playing tourists, maybe we can show you around. You can dish that little kid with you and we'll have some fun. What are you calling a little kid? Punks like you couldn't take Joshua on if you could try. Oh no. Please stop. Oh no, he's a tough guy. Yeah, I can understand that. It's like, they have a real problem with like how their stuff is programmed, and it kind of sucks. It's almost like there's no reason to have so many goddamn models of like important NPCs if you're not going to like change them up. It's not as hard. Is I think part of their problem is like they don't know how to optimize the shit as well as they can. Like, skeleton models are one thing, texturing is an entirely new thing, a different thing. It does take some form of time if you're changing like the look, and you do have to make the assets if you're not going to carry them over or have one look. However, I would rather have them go back to sprites because it does feel like they can get away. They can do a lot more when you have sprites. And their 3D feels like, or at least Game Freak's, feels more like, I would say GameCube era at this point. Like, but then again, even GameCube era games have more involved. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I hate that shit. The whole Mario 35 thing was one of the most baffling things. Because, oh god, I'm not even playing the game at this point. I'm shitting on Nintendo. Because I didn't even go over that on Thursday, but like, that game got made. Was taken down because Nintendo copyrights, sure, fine, whatever. The guy put it up as like a non-infringement game. Nintendo still took it down. It doesn't really exist anymore, even though they had the non-infringement version. And then we see this one, and then it has the exact same bullshit. It's like, oh, it's 35. And it has some of the Tetris 99 stuff, but even worse is that it says playable until March 31st, 2021. Which means that thing's only available until the next one. Until like the end of March, after the 35th is over, whatever. And that, I think, is so fucking stupid. Which is why I think, like, everybody went, What do you mean, like, you only have 6 months for the Mario 3D All-Stars game? Is Nintendo going to delete it off of that as well? It's like, Nintendo goes, no, you can still keep it. It just won't be available for purchase, which is dumb anyways, because you're providing up-res ports, and you're charging for 3 up-res ports with, you know, Pro Controller support, $60 goddamn dollars. Meanwhile, I just streamed Thursday full-on remakes of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 PS1 games. That adds in a Creative Skater mode, which I don't really like the version of that Creative Skater mode. A bunch of challenges, the Creative Park assets, you can do a bunch of different fucking things. And that game is $40. That's the mayor. And I'm going... If it was a full-on remake, I could understand getting $60. If all 3 of those games were Mario Galaxy 2 quality or above, I could sit back and maybe justify spending $60. Because playing a version of Mario 64, you know, with hell, even Mario Odyssey quality graphics, or Mario 3D World quality graphics, hell, let's push it down that low, at $60 would be worth it. But no, it's based upon the Japanese re-release version, where you cannot backwards long jump. We cannot laugh at, haha, so long, Gay Bowser. He just says bye-bye, by the way. I mean, at least we're getting a re-release of Sunshine. And even worse, if you're going to do 3D All-Stars, I understand Mario 64, I understand Mario Sunshine, I understand Galaxy. Why aren't you putting Galaxy 2 in there? Why aren't you even, like, as a bonus, putting in the Nintendo DS version of Mario 64? Because I would love to go through that version again as well. Have both of those versions. And it's much more of an insult when you go, hey, we're putting out Mario All-Stars on the SNES Online thing. And you look at Mario All-Stars, and you remember that Mario All-Stars, they redid the sprites and the, you know, graphics, and they redid the sprites and stuff, and added a save feature and functionality, you know, that was available for the SNES. It felt more of a, hey, yeah, we're gonna do this thing. I have a lot of bad things to sit back and... Yeah, I'm not a filthy psycho. I can't criticize Nintendo for their dumb practices. And when I sit back and I on Twitter and I say, hey, by the, you know, it's kind of dumb when, you know, that Mario Kart 8 is still $60, but you can buy CTR, which is a full-on remake, for $40. And the only reply I get back is, but CTR has microtransactions. I'm like, yeah, you know what? It kind of sucks that it does. Granted, it's only for the currency. You can earn everything in-game. But the point was, CTR came out. They supported it with content updates for an entire year. Free content updates, I should add. And the game costs $40. Meanwhile, Nintendo will release Mario Kart 8, a Wii U game, granted with the DLC tracks and an added bonus, you know, battle mode, which wasn't in the original game. A real battle mode, I should say. But they'll keep it $60 for all that time. Gah. You need glasses. Estelle showed the bracer emblem. Oh crap, you guys are bracers. Little Punk Whiff is also a bracer. Oh no. Yeah. Now it's free Mario Battle PC. But yeah, I haven't seen that new rumor, Schnitzel. I did not know anything about that. I know Nintendo kind of does that a lot, and it kind of sucks. Meanwhile, like, you know, which reminds me, like, I'm starting to think, even with COVID, we should be on the cusp of another another Smash character being announced. I've been waiting for the second character to get announced before I even think about eventually spending any money on that second season pass. Because while I appreciate Min Min, I like the having an ARMS representative. Because, I mean, at least it's not a Pokemon, at least it's not another Fire Emblem character. I kind of just want to see what they go with. Ooh. But it would be neat because I know people keep on talking about Geno for such a long time. Super Mario RPG is probably the one of the few Mario RPG characters that I haven't fully played. I've started it a couple of times, but I never actually fully played it. I'm trying to think. I don't think it's on the SNES Online. So can't really do it there. In campus Universe by Online Chloe, second year. Yeah, I wouldn't give the hopes up. In all honesty, Geno would be nice for the people who want Geno. And I'm almost completely content with the Smash roster. The only thing that I think I would love to see, if only for... the only thing I would love to see as a character, like... I'm at a point where it's only third-party characters that I can think of. And I would love if, like... Number one, Dante got in. Which I think would be hilarious because it means that the first game that Dante and Bayonetta are in at the exact same time is Smash Brothers. Because those are Kamiya's two children. But the other one would be Crash. I would love to see Crash Bandicoot. Because at this point, I could see them going for another Western character. And, you know, with Crash being back in the spotlight again, I would love to see Crash. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could understand Shantae becoming playable, but then that's a lot of, like... That Phoenix Wright being playable does not sound fun. I think he works best as an assist trophy. I do like how they have those still... They still do those premium costumes, which is always hilarious to me. Because what was the most recent one? I forget what it was. Because I remember buying the Cuphead one, and I remember buying the Sans one, because both of those were kind of hilarious. Vault Boy, oh yeah. I was trying to think if it was something that, like, exited in my mind, because it wasn't as interesting. Because Cuphead is like, ah, Sans is like, yeah. Looking at distance from warehouse and preferred occupation. Okay, out of the warehouse district. I know, you know, they've put a lot. Also, the other reason why I would love it to be like, Crash, or to have like Crash Bandicoot there. Oh, I can't buy that. It's because Crash wasn't even in the that PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale game, even though he's probably the most likely character to actually be in there. Ooh. Sympathize two of these. Oop. Damn. I should have saw the cast too. Hold on. EP2. Ooh. And for you, oh, you don't have a slot for that either. Oh, yeah, it is such a depressing thing. Like, I kind of understand what they were trying to go for. I kind of like its concepts. Like, yeah, it would be cool to actually have, you know, a game where these characters interacted with one another. And, you know, because that's why I like crossovers. crossovers are cool because you're seeing two characters that never interact interacting. It's why I love, even though the game is pretty long and its missions go on pretty much forever, I like Project Cross Zone 2. I like the concept of Phoenix Wright, knows Majima from the Yakuza series because Phoenix Wright was a defense lawyer for Majima. And so, like, Phoenix has to take on his new client, Hihachi Mishima from Tekken. So, like, All-Stars having, like, these little moments where the characters actually say something and interact with each other because each character has their rival. And, like, the stages being a cross of, like, two different franchises is a neat concept. It just, they didn't execute it very well. And yeah, that roster is pretty bad. Like, there's a couple of characters that are fine. Like, I understand Nathan Drake, I understand, having Jack and having Ratchet. Because those are, bigger name properties. And it's nice that they at least went out of their way to get, put Spike from Ape Escape in there. Because that's probably one of their, between him and, Parappa the Rapper, those are their two oldest franchises that they own. But it's like, oh, you got Raiden from Metal Gear Solid. You couldn't get Snake. Well, sorry, wait, you got Raiden from Revengeance. You couldn't get Snake. And then they had to put in Dante from DMC The Devil May Cry. The bad Dante. Because, well, that version of the game was coming out. And then you had BioShock representation for some unknown reason. BioShock. The Big Daddy. From the game that didn't launch on the PlayStation 3 when it came out. And didn't come out for those systems for, I think, 4 to 5 years. Yeah, no, they were on the horizon. Like, I kind of understood those. But, like, yeah, based upon Infinite. And that's the worst part, because there's no Big Daddy in Infinite. It's just like, we needed the BioShock representation for Infinite. But, like, yeah. Oh, it came out... I thought it came out, like, a while later. I thought it was, like, a Mass Effect situation where, like, that series did not appear for a while. Because I know that BioShock 1, like... Because to me, BioShock always had more of the 360 connotation. I thought it was only, like... I thought it was still, like, a couple years later. Not, like, the next year. Yeah, it's just like, that's not really what I think of when I think of PlayStation. Did they do 2? I know that Dev and Naomi did 1. I forgot if they did 2. I might have missed that one. Member of the royal family, you're talking about the queen. Someone of royal blood, upstairs around his section. Bayonetta is technically, Sega's. And if you want to go one step further, because Sega owns Atlas, there's also Joker. If you're talking about Smash. It would be really funny if you had like a... Now I'm just thinking, what if you had a Smash Bros. Like game that was like the best from Nintendo and Sega? Like kind of like how you have like the Capcom Versus series where, you know, Marvel versus Capcom, Capcom versus SNK, and stuff like that. I you know, Dark Legend of Good Day. Oh yeah, you're talking about place. Yeah, that would. Places are. Right. Those would have been great. The thing about it is, it's like when I think of Abe now, I understand like Abe's Odyssey came out on the PlayStation, but like because of that Xbox era, I almost associate Oddworld with Xbox because of the launch game Munch's Odyssey and Stranger's Wrath, because those were pretty much exclusive for a while to the Xbox. It would have been nice for them to get Abe because of that, kind of like how Rayman would have the exact same thing, because Rayman was, well, third party. I associate that with more of the PlayStation because of Rayman 1. Same thing with Ryu Hayabusa, because like when I think of Ninja Gaiden, I think of Ninja Gaiden Black. And I think of Xbox. It's just that weird association. Kind of like how when I think of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, I think of the Dreamcast. Same thing with Ready to Rumble Boxing, I think of the Dreamcast. Even though those are like third-party EAs and stuff like that. Oh, it did it? It's already evening. Look at the gorgeous sunset. It's almost time. Let's go watch the Brisbane. What do you think of Yakuza? I like Yakuza. I need to play more of it. I've only played Zero in the first 2 Kiwami games. However, like, if I think about, like, a character being in a fighting game for them, I always think of, like, it would be nice if, you know, Kiryu was in Tekken, because the street brawler type of style matches well with, like, how Tekken is. 30 minutes. It raises early in the morning, just before noon, and in the evening. And low is given to all ships that pass. Yeah, the problem with them is they try to stream the first game and then they stream Kiwami. And I don't think Kiwami is too great considering things. Zero is really a good jumping on point, though. Zero is probably my favorite, even of the 3 that I played. Oh, Yakuza, I think of PlayStation. I mean, it's definitely the PlayStation one, because I own it on PlayStation, and like it's associated to me with PlayStation. Like, even though Microsoft paid a bunch of money to put an have an exclusivity deal, quote unquote, with to have Yakuza 7 on the Xbox Series X, or more specifically, have an Xbox Series X version. where I was going with this. I still associate it with the PlayStation. Which also comes to the problem of... Where am I supposed to go? Wait, hold on. Where am I supposed to go? Run past the monsters. Oh, that's already done. Oh, I still gotta go. Whoops. I mean, I wasn't even paying attention to what I was supposed to do. I never reported. Haze Quartz. Yep. It's definitely PlayStation. It started on the PlayStation 1 and then it went... It started on PlayStation 2 and it's been associated. Even with Yakuza 7 having a next-gen exclusivity on the Xbox Series X for however long it is. Even though there's an Xbox One version and you can play the Xbox One version, I guess their quote-unquote smart delivery does not apply to that version. Maybe. Oh, I want to have a fun game. Microsoft has something known as smart delivery. Can anybody guess what smart delivery is? Because it's the dumbest name for something that already has a term. Yeah. No, it's not like that. What'd it do? Smart delivery is cross-buy. It's the idea of you bought this game for, let's say, the PlayStation 4. And because you bought the game for the PlayStation 4, you also have access to a PS5 version of that game because you own it. Smart delivery is Microsoft doing that, but like just calling a different name. Maybe, but it's dumb that like it has a term, and now you're calling something that doesn't make any sense. And it's something that developers can just like do on their own, because like recently we had yeah, it's cross-buy. That's what I mean. It's cross-buy. It's dumb because like it's such a stupid thing because Microsoft is making it like a big feature of the Series X. But then third-party developers are just going, yeah, we can just do that. Like we just had recently, like, CG Projekt Red saying, hey, if you have a version of The Witcher 3 on the Xbox, the PS4, or even your PC version, we are going to make a version that's aimed for next gen. It will be free. So if you own the PS4 version of The Witcher or the Xbox One version of The Witcher, you will get a version... your version of the game will update to take advantage of the PlayStation 5 or Series X. Or if you're on PC, we'll be able to take advantage of like probably the SSDs or better technology, like that, rather than just like, oh, it loads faster. Yeah, it's so much of a thing of this is the selling point of this system, and it's like, but all it is like it's dependent upon developers doing what they want to do. It's just a dumb name because like what about it implies that implies that name? there's nothing smart about it. There's nothing about, like, sticking your PS4 disc into the system and then, like, oh, this is Witcher 3. And then going, hey, there's an update. Do you want to download the update? It will improve your game. There's nothing smart about that. There's nothing smart about, oh, there's an update for this game. It's dumb. It's just one of those stupid things that Microsoft wants to do. And that's actually one of the things I'm kind of looking forward to with, like, the next gen. If more companies are going to come out and they're going to be like, hey, here's a free update that takes advantage of the next gen hardware. Because I like that as a concept. I like that as like, hey, not only does this game load faster, but maybe it takes advantage of the hardware. Of course, you got some companies that act a little bit greedy. Like, granted, like, for example, as much as I kind of praise Activision just for Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2, the new COD, there is a $60 regular version for the PS4, but if you pay $10 extra, you get the PS5 version of it as well. Same thing with, well, almost the same thing. You have Control, where if you've bought Control already, like on a PS4, you do not get the enhanced PS5 version. You have to buy Control Ultimate Edition, which just came out, to get the PS5 update for when that comes out. And that's kind of shitty of them, especially when, like, where it's like, buy the game again. Meanwhile, you have CD Projekt who have said, like, yeah, if you buy Cyberpunk on the PS4, you'll get a PS5 version for free. If if you have Witcher, you get it for free. Well, sorry. If you have Witcher 3, as long as you have purchased the game and not have bought it on a subscription service. Meaning, if you sat back and have the Game Pass version of it on the Xbox, then you don't actually get the free update. Because I guess technically you didn't buy the game. Odds are you paid the $1 for the month of the Game Pass service. Oh yeah, so a possibility. Yeah, that would have been hilarious if they could have done that. Because it's like, here it is, the biggest guest star in PlayStation All-Stars, Mario. Hey, maybe the game would have sold. It's like, it's what. How about we take it back up to our room? The penthouse room, you mean? Let's go back into this. Hell yeah! Look at the giant room. Oh. This movie Mario. Yeah, like somehow it would be one of those things of like fucking what is it? Inafune being like the giant idiot that he is and like, yes, here it is. You know, we're going to have Mega Man in, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and it's the bad box art Mega Man, and everybody got upset. Even though it was Inafune's fault. Also, like, I haven't watched that new Bill and Ted movie, but $25 is a lot. Actually, wait. $25 is a lot, but like, at least it's not $30 from Disney, and you can only watch it for a year. Also, when did what happen? I just hate when... Street Fighter Cross Tekken was... Man, I learned recently that the reason why Harada is like an asshole and wears shades is because of Capcom. Because their whole marketing thing was the like, Street Fighter is the bad thing. Oh god, don't do not for 20. But like, that's highway robbery for 20 bucks. But like, the whole thing was like, oh yeah, Capcom said for our marketing campaign, we wanted like, hey, you know, Street Fighter's the good guys and Tekken's the bad guys, so Harada, you have to wear shades and be an adult. That happened with Street Fighter Cross Tekken. That is the bad fighting game where most of the matches end in timeout because of how the things... Was it exclusively on the PlayStation version? Damn. Actually, because I think of a Humble Bundle, I actually have Cross Tekken on my PC. No, yeah, I like it. I'll take the room. Oh, the room is not vacant. You can stare at the mayor's estate. Look at that guy. Look at that fucking haircut. Pac-Man, Cole McGrath, and those fucking cats. Ah, yes. Yes. The Sony exclusive hero, Cole McGrath. God. Man, I just think about PlayStation Battle Royale and just like how you have Cole and Evil Cole. And as much as I kind of do like those Infamous games, you know. Yeah, it can't be the favorite, but like, my understanding of that game has been like, my understanding of that game has always been like, matches always end in timeout, which sucks because that means you're wasting a full like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I suggest you leave. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see him leave. We deserve to hear an explanation. No, I don't know who you are. You're a guy with bull head. Clint. Dewan Voss Asset. Nephew to Queen Elizabeth. Grand to the title of Duke. Oh man, this guy reminds me of Augustus Kira Clover from like Black Clover because he looks like a pompous dipshit that nobody likes. He's supposed to be the Queen's nephew. Not nice. He's telling a joke. He needs to. Yeah, no, that sucked because I remember it's like because you had like a bunch of characters like just there on disc, and people figured out how to hack them into the PC version and like play them. It was like 27. I remember it was like Elena from Street Fighter was on there, and that's all I can remember because like you kind of just go, why wasn't she on release? The man before you is the Duke Duan. Never mind. Ah. I didn't remember everything that was on there. I just remember, all I remember was Elena and like, I went, that sucks. Man, now I think about it. Oh yeah, now I was back on my Street Fighter Cross Tekken thing. Like the whole thing about Harada being like the bad guy. The whole thing was like, Harada was supposed to be the bad guy, and Ono was supposed to be the good guy, and that's why he's all like happy and joyous and everything, and that was part of that marketing campaign. But then, like, it's the fun part is, I can't verify it because I don't know anybody personally. I can only go what other people in other influencers or streamers or podcast people have said, which is more or less based upon what they've heard, in which Yoshinori Ono is a giant jackass, like a giant asshole, very contrary to his kind of happy nature, and that he's kind of the reason why maybe the Capcom fighting game side of things have been bad. Which is why, one, he's finally left. Two, why Street Fighter 6 probably is not going to happen for another couple of years because, oh boy, the development troubles it supposedly had. And why we're getting a season 5 of Street Fighter 5, the game almost no one likes. And why that entire season is going to last like more than a year. I mean, it's nice that we're getting Dan Hibiki. It's nice that like they're pulling out a Rival School character to add to the roster, remembering that Rival Schools exists. It's good that hopefully it means that you won't have something shitty as the Capray ever again. Because holy fucking shit, the Capray was like the most hilarious fucking thing in the world. Here is our last Street Fighter 4 character. It is a character that has appeared in the comics but has never been a fighter. It is basically an evil version of Cammy. Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm interested in it. I know it's an RPG. I might play that one. I might play it because as long as I'm hoping that it doesn't spoil anything from like Yakuza 6, because I have not played Yakuza 6 yet. Oh yeah, no, it is legitimately Sony ponied up the money for it, and that's why SF5 only is exclusive only to console, or exclusive only to Sony's console. And PC, of course, because, like, you know, Capcom at least puts out PC ports. Yeah, essentially that's the problem. It's like, Capcom is doing good. Like, Capcom is putting out games that people want, that people who are fans of the series are typically enjoying. And its fucking fighting game division is so fucked. And it feels like it's fucked because of Ono. Like, most people can sit back and point to Inafune as to why Capcom as a whole was not doing good, because Inafune got to a position of power and was so much of an influence with his Western developers are better than Japanese developers, so therefore we need to hire Western developers to take over our franchises. No, they are! 11 is a good game. I enjoy 11 more than I enjoyed 9 and 10. It feels like an actual, you know, what would happen if you took where Mega Man was going from 7 and 8 to the next point, instead of making a retro remake thing. I enjoy Mega Man 11. I enjoy the boss fights in it. There's some issues. I think some of the levels take too long. The fact that you don't really get a rematch fight with any of the Robot Masters kind of sucks. But I do like the gear system. I do like it. It's a good game. It's the best Mega Man has been in 20 years. Well, I shouldn't really say that because, like, for a while there, the good Mega Man games were the Battle Network series, and I never touched those. But you know, when you think of just like, how the style of Mega Man is supposed to be, like, it's better than half the fucking X games. Hell, better than, like, I would sit back and say 3/4 of the X games. And, you know, my understanding, the rumor is, we might be getting an X9. It will probably won't deal with Axel, but we'll probably get an X9 that, like, at least, you know, goes back to probably where X4 was. I'll consume product if product is good to consume. And Mega Man 9 is Mega Man 11 is a good product to consume. Yeah, Marvel is kind of the fact that entire roster became so lopsided, where Marvel, wasn't it, had like one extra character, and then you had your first season pass, and your first season pass includes such great, wonderful characters as the Winter Soldier, Black Widow. But hey, at least we got Venom. Hey, we have had Venom. We just didn't get, you know, X-Men, or like Deadpool, or some of the funner characters like Shuma Gorath. Functions versus functions. Nobody likes the characters, they just like the functions that those characters do. Yep, at least Ono's gone now. I have a feeling that, like, that shit will do better. 8 more. I think it went downstairs. Actually, I wasn't paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing now. Fuck. I'm talking too much. I think they've already done that. One of the guys from the Monster Hunter team went over there a while back, like a year ago. He was put in charge of that division because Ono got demoted. And now at this point, Ono is just gone, so. Oh, Grace's Hotel, guess. Oops. Oh, yeah. kinda is. I mean, you never like the fighting game adage is never trust a Blanca player. Never hold a Blanca player's hand. Do not acknowledge them. Do not look them into the eye. Because Ono has the little Blanca doll thing, and he likes Blanca. Supposedly he is. Hopefully, I won't trust it until we see probably another fighting game guy. Or another fighting game. Which, at this point, it's probably going to be when Street Fighter 6 comes out. And that's probably not going to come out for another couple years. Which is fine. If the rumors are true about what's happening with Street Fighter 6's development, which is they're scrapping the entire thing because Street Fighter 6 was supposed to be a team-based game. Maybe completely restarting over will be fine. Oh man. But Darkstalkers had its chance back when shitty Capcom put it out on like the Xbox Live Marketplace, and then nobody bought it, so it failed the Capcom test. But yeah, I do hope, I understand that, like, hopefully they'll eventually come back to do other franchises. Like Darkstalkers is one of those. I would love for them to do a Power Stone. Or even add a Power Stone character to a fighting game. And then, of course, you know, Rival Schools getting a representative in Street Fighter V, so there might be like, hey, maybe we'll do a Rival Schools thing. Oh yeah, oh, you're talking about Matt McMuscle's channel. I barely watch Matt's content, so... Like, out of the best friends, especially when they broke up, I lean more towards Pat and Wooly's stuff than Matt and Liam's. It's not reasonable respect effect. Oh shit, the Queen is basically like the Queen of England. She'll never die. Yeah, Dark Circle... I just never liked him as much. I always felt like his personality was kind of grating. A bit. It's just like, of the best friends, I kind of liked Wooly and Pat more. I like Wooly because Wooly ended up being kind of more of a cool guy. And Pat's a giant asshole, but I can laugh at his stupid giant assholeness. I mean, like, you know, if Matt's being and Matt's pretty successful right now. I know he was on one of the recent AVGNs. I mean, at least he's not Liam. I just never cared for Liam. Yeah. Also, Darkstalkers is the ones with monster girls, like the Succubus one and the Queen Bee. And... all the kind of weird, cool characters. Also has, like, a vampire that one of his special moves turns the male characters into girls. Which means every time, Dimitri. Which means, like, if he uses his... which is fun when he's in crossover content. Yeah. Which is fun when Dimitri's in crossover content, because that means you get, like, Rule 63, like Ryu, Ken... and other things. Midnight Bliss, yeah. I just find it funny that they... Oh, man. If only they had Dimitri had Midnight Bliss and, like, Project Cross Zone 2. That would have been stupid. Because there's tons of characters that you could do with that. I have not paid attention to this story, and I'm hitting content that I haven't actually seen before. I suppose I must best get my sleeps myself. What? What was that noise? Oh no! Someone has set fire to the orphanage. What kind of jackass sets fire to an orphanage? Oh no! I can see an object that might eventually fall down upon the matron. Come on, hurry to the exit. Oh, there it goes. No, great, protect the children. Only one orphan had it coming. Let's be fair. Ron, the following morning. You drank the whole bar. You want some water or the bucket? You got an Invent-A-Cover. Okay. Okay, Phil, pass on anything. Why is the light so bright? I would say hello to the guild. We'll ask John if he has any work for us. And then John says, the orphanage burnt down, and I go, what? Good morning. Let's see, there's so many options. Oh, it's an incoming queue from the White Magnolia. What did you say? Dead children? It could be a case or an accident, I'm not sure. Last night, the orphanage on the coastal road caught fire and burned down. There's a prior called. We were just there yesterday afternoon. I don't know. We'll have to conduct a full investigation. Let's... Warehouse key. Orbital gun prototype. Oh, already did that one. Alright. However, I almost feel like this is a good stopping point. I'm actually kind of past where I need to be. And granted, while I hadn't done that much, I've kind of talked myself silly. And my throat is kind of sore. So, I'm gonna kind of stop because this yeah, like I've been streaming for 2 hours and 44 minutes. It'll be another 15 minutes, but my throat is finally catching up. And please don't. It's not because I want to go back to playing Tony Hawk. It's not that. Tomorrow will be more VLR. Virtue's Last Reward. Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday will hopefully be Serious Sam, the first encounter in VR. Hopefully, I will remember to set things up and double check to make sure things are working. So that, because doing VR is going to be really fun, you know, making sure that I get everything set up so I can see Twitch chat in VR. I found the programs for it. I just had to double check to make sure those work right. Yeah, I'll try not to pull a dev. I mean, hell, when things don't work out, I don't just when I usually know if I have a day off, need to go do something, I usually have a heads up. And then we'll come back to this on Wednesday. So, yeah. Thanks for coming out. Stay safe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Good night.